Mm-hmm.
So you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
For this?
Mm-hmm.
Will it be able to hear us?
Yes.
So we shouldn't talk.
No.
Maybe we shouldn't play.
No, we should probably go somewhere else.
No? The Illinois House Committee passes bill to ban red light cameras statewide. Illinois.
Do what?
Red light cameras.
You banned them?
Yeah, I guess.
I also gotta turn this volume up majorly. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off for now.
Okay.
Gotta get it right now. Let's go, let's go. Grind time, grind time. Beast mode, beast mode. Speed up, speed up. Fast forward, fast forward. Let's ride, let's ride. Let's roll, let's roll. Gotta get it right now. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, look, here to stay, I won't never leave. Treat the game like I'm Tarantino. Always trying to go and make a scene. Anything to put the city on, anything to try and make a name. Every day working on my craft, gotta show them boys that it's not a game. No 2K, I ain't playing with them. I've been at it since the 6th grade. Passion growing as I'm getting older, got the same vision, just a bigger stage. Guarantee they cannot take it from me. Hope you what I'm destined to be. Pack up your bags, if you down to ride, I ride to the tankers on E. Yeah, back then, I used to pass out CDs in the halls. Yeah, after school cycles to Bridgewater Mall. That's true. If you don't got bars, then don't get involved. We'll unwrap all of the gauze, expose you for all of your flaws. Lyrically, who wanna fight? Yeah, I write a verse every night. Yeah, these rappers all sound alike. Yeah, Mike Ty, how they bite. Yeah, MMA with a strike. Yeah, to anyone in my sight. Yeah, all my homies got goals. Theme song to our life. Grind time, grind time. Beast mode, beast mode. Speed up, speed up. Fast forward, fast forward. Let's ride, let's ride. Let's roll, let's roll.
I want to know, especially D-Wade, how have you seen fashion change since you first entered the NBA?
Fashion is obviously, it's been around forever, right? We've remixed fashion a million times. I think it was a generation before us that was the baggy clothes generation, the throwback jersey generation, and it was dope. It was for the culture, and then we kind of we put a little bit more runway on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we sprinkled a little sauce, we put a little runway to it, and then.
Was that real?
Remember here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
Hello and thanks for joining us in Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Love has dramatically improved his perimeter shooting over his career, but he said, I've tried not to fall in love with it too much. Where I'm going to make my money is also rebounding. That's a stat I always look at because it can help a team win even when the shot's not falling. Kevin?
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. Chris, tonight, two offenses that love to slow it down and then set it up. What was your favorite half-court play, for instance?
Oh, wow. Well, for me, it's a play called turn 4 or 5. And depending on if I was the 4 or the 5, that means that you have a guard come out. He spins out. He comes out on the wing, and he throws it into you. And then it's your job to go to work or to find a double team. So it's almost like being that point forward off the box. So any play that was called for myself in the half court, you know, my favorite play.
Right. I can see the play in my mind right now as you're describing it, actually. Here's the starting group for Houston. Devin Booker out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Harden, and it's Allen in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, Kevin Love out there with Adebayo. Then there's Doncic, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's McCollum in at the point. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Doncic. McCollum dishes to Doncic. Love trying to break loose. Doncic, no good.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the play.
No good from Booker.
He's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Giannis. It's rebounded by Houston. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Yeah, Greg, it forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they wanted to. Then the game got ugly.
Now here's McCollum. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Antetokounmpo passes to McCollum. 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's McCollum. His last outing, he saw him 4 in 22. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at. Only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Both free throws good from Booker.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a post.
Doncic feeling it out. Three-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile three-level scorer.
It's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Adebayo. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Giannis. And it's sent back by Allen. Inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
McCollum dishes to Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
You know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
That free throw, no good. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
And he sinks the second.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Booker with no one around. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harden against Doncic. Pass to Adebayo. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. And that one's good by Giannis.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough.
The 3 from Harden. Good on the 3-point shot. Harden's got 6 points.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal 3-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
McCollum outside. Back to Doncic. McCollum left side. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Doncic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show for.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Doncic gets it to go. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The 3 from Harden. Rebound Love. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Doncic finds McCollum. Doncic right side. And it's sent back by Allen. From the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Doncic outside. The pass to McCollum. Here's Adebayo. And it's sent back by Allen. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Harden. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Allen. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's McCollum in the corner. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play off. Yeah, there's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
And And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jordan, he's checked in for Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Kevin Love. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Dinwiddie subbed in for McCollum. Houston with a big group substitution here. Zeller, he's checked in for Birchinis. Buddy Hield comes in for Booker. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Williams in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Hield. Following the miss by Lou Williams. Good on the triple.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Curry against Clarkson. Curry attacking. Shoots over Clarkson. Headshot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Left side Williams. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Chicago trailing here. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Giannis.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Dinwiddie against Williams. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Rockets shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. That one misses. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Here's Giannis, following the score by Lou Williams. Here's Antetokounmpo, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Cody Zeller.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one is off.
And see what, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes. You can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Lou Williams. shot clock. And the Bulls with another miss.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Hield with the bucket.
I like how Hill gets solid positioning inside. A terrific score close to the basket.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Here's Jordan. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead, leading by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. His skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
Curry is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Jordan, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked.
Take a break.
It's weird,
Take a break.
but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylan to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. There's a lot going wrong. Yeah, we've seen Hill take a lead, becoming a more confident and assertive scorer and a leader for this team.
Jordan, the pass to Finney Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Well, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Outside Williams. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Curry with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. A whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
And here is Williams. 8 points for him. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Clarkson on the wing. Carries it from 3-point range. Clarkson's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston.
No, Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, do you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me? 60 points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a mystery, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I walk in God before I'm among the mortal men. I got some
for Chicago. Adebayo is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Seth Curry. And then for Houston, Bertzinus, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Booker comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's James Harden in for Lou Williams.
And how about the vision there for Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Booker against Doncic. Booker looking around. Here's Bertzinus. No good that time, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Doncic outside. From the high post, again, Chicago.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Here's Holiday. Oh, that's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Love checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for Houston. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And here's Harden for three. The Rockets again can't hit. Bulls trail by 4. Dinwiddie left side. Kicks it out to Love. Shot clock at 3. McCollum outside. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Now here's Love. 17 points for him last game against Orlando.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Start at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
So at Chicago now, the Rockets making the shot. Doncic outside. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Kevin Love.
But Love has experienced the finishing through getting hit. A physical forward with excellent hands.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Four-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major. Now he's put this degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner. Man, keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
On defense, Houston following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And the shot is good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Harden the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. Bulls trail by 4. Dinwiddie kicks to McCollum. Now Adebayo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Dinwiddie. Over Harden. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Houston leading by 4. Passes to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Chicago calls timeout. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man.
You did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, you know what Derrick Rose did over Jokic back in the day? Oh, my goodness. goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something. Yeah. Give me something.
So for the Bulls, Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Otto Bayer. Johnson comes in for Kevin Love. And Giannis Antetokounmpo subbed in for Dinwiddie. And a change for the Rockets. Allen's checked in for Zelda. Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively while hand controlled the boards too.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Gilgeous-Alexander finds Booker. Knocks down the three ball. Booker's got 7 points.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Back to McCollum. They get it again. And the dunk by Bamba.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out. Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Booker. Hield comes in for James Harden. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one falls for Bamba.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
Curry's checked in for Chicago. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Rockets. So it's the Rockets now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shot clock at 6. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Rockets have gone 4 for 5 for the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Bulls trail by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. From deep. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are leading by 4. Kenny?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
The way they were getting rained on from three, they're lucky to still be in there. In some cases, it was shooters making contested shots, but in others, it was defenders leaving shooters wide open. You can't do that. Bottom line, their perimeter defense is lax, and that needs to change, and that's the facts.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Harden. Travis Bertans out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Booker in at the three. Out left to the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game. And that one's good. Love's got his second basket of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all. No, G, I mean, they forced a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. And some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year, and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid. Okay, that's the shot he loves. I mean, unless there's a guy right in his jersey, he's going to convert.
Shoots from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to McCollum. Here's the three, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. Houston's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Harden the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Allen. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Booker. It's all in by the Bulls. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the teardrop. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Harden against McCollum. Offensive rebound. Tries again, and the rejection by Love.
Oh, it's great seeing Love take his defense seriously. He definitely has the lip to swat that one away.
That puts them in the lead. Doncic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 11 points in the game.
Oh, just exceptional focus from Harden on the drive, knowing that the D can't stop him no matter what they do.
Giannis outside. Now the pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. It's McCollum on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Adebayo. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Allen.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Doncic against Harden. Takes it from 10. Here's Adebayo. And it's sent back by Allen. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by McCollum. Allen trying to break free. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Bulls have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now a timeout called by Houston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Entirely new group. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Kevin Love. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Doncic. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for C.J. McCollum. There's Williams, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Clarkson with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Williams. 8 points for him. Floats one. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Giannis is running. Giannis is double. Dishes to Curry. Again, Chicago.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Hield. Shoots from 12. Jordan with the rebound.
You expect him to make those. They gotta do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Shoots from 14. Here's Zeller, and he banks in the layup. Zeller's got his first points of the game.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Giannis passes to Jordan. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Williams Williams outside. Hangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 11 points.
Oh, wow. Such a smooth shooter from distance. They'll be tighter up on him next time out there.
Antetokounmpo finds Curry. Back to Giannis. Outside Jordan. On the wing, Giannis. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. Sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Now here's Curry. And Giannis hits it to go on the assist by Curry. He's got 10.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Hield. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Williams. Kept alive by Houston. Clarkson with the ball. Back to Zeller. With the fadeaway. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down, interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bulls out front, leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We got DeAndre Jordan. Curry is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Kleba in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Well, you like seeing Holiday get his guys involved. His coaches love when he's being unselfish.
Williams against Dinwiddie. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Allen to take the lead. And Clarkson with the nice bucket inside. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Changing ends. I mean, Clarkson's speed can be hard to match up with.
Dinwiddie dishes to Antetokounmpo. Curry gets to Giannis for the 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
So for the Bulls, Adebayo is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Doncic comes in for Seth Curry. And McCollum subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And then for Houston, Davis Bertans checks in for Justin Holiday. Booker comes in for Clarkson. And it's James Harden in for Hield. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Giannis. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Harden. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Now look, nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. Nobody's better at scoring.
Giannis passes to McCollum. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. It's McCollum on the wing. Offline with his 3. Houston in the lead. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker outside. Over Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Harden. Bertans. Now here's Booker. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Harden. Misses the 3.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Here's McCollum. And the Bulls with another miss.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
Booker the pass to Allen. Over McCollum. Allen's shot is off.
The scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team. They have to lead.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Miles check in for Maxi Kleber.
What's up?
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Love.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work.
In the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And here's Harden for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Free throws good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Timeout call for Rockets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Goes up from the top of the key. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Booker in the post. Adebayo on him. A nice shot by Booker.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You gotta respect how Love moves close into the rim. Skilled at drawing fouls and getting to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Look at this guy. Love can post you up, stretch you out. He adds a lot of versatility to this offense.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rockets trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to Adebayo. Love trying to break loose. Carries it down low. And the Bulls lead by 6.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside and inside.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, he's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
And he makes the first.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Doncic. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
And here's Harden for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Doncic against Harden. Adebayo kicks to Love. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. And the Bulls lead by 7.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McCollum, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 7. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 7. Doncic against Harden. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Antetokounmpo kicks to McCollum. Doncic outside. Pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. And here's McCollum for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Rockets trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points. A little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
.55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Giannis passes to Love. Over Harden. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, and Harden is very good at picking apart the D on the pick and roll. Whether he's dishing the rock or shooting, the D has no idea how to slow him down.
Doncic outside. Lets the 3 fly. Bertans grabs the board. Takes the 3. Harden, no good. Here's McCollum. So the Bulls win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
know, we just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Ong, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
I was just